I'm Dr. Uipornet Mani. I am the Director of MASH Unrelated Donor Program at City of Hope National Medical Center in California. I have been doing this transplant for the last 34 years. I'm in charge of the Unrelated Donor Program. The stem cell transplant is a treatment of choice for patients with malignancies, especially cancer of the bone marrow, like leukemia or lymphoma. Unfortunately, only about a third of patients who need stem cell transplant do have a donor that comes from family member or the brother or sister that match with them. Another 60 to 70% of the patients who need a transplant do not have the donor from family members. For that group of patients, we need to look for unrelated donor. The National Marrow Program, or NMDP, has organized a large pool of unrelated donors throughout the world to be used for this kind of patient. Unfortunately, even though we have a very large pool of donors in the registry, close to 2 million or more, or 20 million or more, only a small fraction of the donors are from Asian population, mainly because their lack of understanding about the process of donation and education to the donor. There are two ways of donating the stem cell. One is to harvest the cell from the bone marrow, and the other way is to collect the cell from peripheral blood or from the arms. The benefit of doing the stem cell from the blood is easy for the donor, it's less painful, and furthermore, when the cell was given to the patient, the cell grow much quicker in the patient, so make the transplant easier and less toxic or less complicated. Now, when we harvest from the bone marrow, we have to put the donor to sleep, and the donor have to go to general anesthesia for about an hour or so. And even though the procedure is not complicated, but it can cause pain locally, but it can be done very safely. Many thousand donors have donated the bone marrow that way, and there's no long-term complication of the donation. Now, in order to improve the chance to find a donor, we really need to increase the understanding or the knowledge of the donor, to be aware that the procedure is safe and not toxic and will not cause harm to the donor, and that the procedure is needed to save life of patients who had leukemia, lymphoma, or cancer of the blood. And if you're interested in being the donation, you need to register to National Marrow Donor Program. The procedure involved with having a blood test done or buccal swab, where you swab your buccal area and send it for testing. It's very important that we increase the pool of the donors so that all the racial background is in the pool, so that we have donors for every racial ethnicity, including Black, Asian, Caucasian, or any minorities. Patients who had mixed race in combination, for example, Asian in combination with Caucasian, will be difficult to find a donor because the donor is based on the racial pool. If you are Asian, your donor likely to come from Asian. If you are Caucasian, the donor will come from Caucasian background. So it's very important that we increase the donor pool for those patients who had mixed race as well, because nowadays we see people who married with the different races. So if you're interested in that, please contact National Marrow Donor Program, or we can provide you with more information about how to become a donor.